Why don't Australians eat rabbit meat? For most of us, the rabbit is a cute and gentle creature. But for Australians, they are a disaster. While rabbits are a food source in many areas of the world, in Australia, people do not eat rabbit meat despite their large numbers. So, what causes Australians to not eat rabbit meat? Please explore with us now. Why don't Australians eat rabbit meat? Up to now, Australia has had more than a century of fighting with this small animal. Those are wild rabbits, small creatures but a disaster for Australia. Across Australia today, there are more than 200 million wild rabbits living, but they cause losses of nearly $1 billion per year to the Australian economy. It's hard to believe, isn't it? So why are they considered pests? In 1859, European wild rabbits were introduced to Australia for recreational hunting. Within 50 years, rabbits had spread across almost the entire continent, causing devastating impacts on Australia's native flora and fauna. Rabbits are considered one of the most destructive pests in Australia. They have a significant negative and costly impact on agriculture. Rabbits eat grass and crops and competes with native animals. They cause soil erosion and prevent regeneration of native vegetation. According to statistics, the current wild rabbit population is affecting more than 300 native Australian species. For decades, Australians have fought to reduce and control harmful rabbit populations. However, the favorable environment has made wild rabbits grow stronger and stronger. Rabbits are not only adaptable creatures but are also known for their ability to reproduce in large numbers quickly. They can breed at a young age and can breed all year round. Wild rabbits can give birth to more than 4 litters per year with an average of 2 to 5 baby rabbits per litter. The number of rabbits increased so rapidly that it was called the rabbit plague for decades. The rate at which rabbits have spread in Australia is the fastest of any invasive mammal species anywhere in the world. Today, the continent is still struggling with its wild rabbit population. With its strong destructive power and ability to grow rapidly, rabbits become a target for hunting. Aim to reduce the number of wild rabbits in the wild to limit their destructive power. So what measures do Australian farmers use to deal with rabbits? Initially, both farmers and the Australian government built fences to prevent rabbits from destroying their crops. The government even commissioned the construction of a fence that would stretch across Western Australia from north to south. However, fences still cannot stop wild rabbits. They still easily penetrate Western Australian areas and destroy agriculture and vegetation. Rabbits continue to destroy the ecosystem and livelihoods of Australian farmers. As a result, farmers now have to rely on guns and traps to reduce rabbit numbers. Hunting them has become common practice in the hope that the Australian ecosystem will return to balance. The most effective way to control the rabbit population so far is hunting with guns. In the past, every Australian farmer owned a hunting gun and they could freely hunt the wild rabbits on their land. Today, if Australians want to hunt rabbits, they need a license to hunt wild rabbits. Because currently, Australia has introduced wildlife protection laws that are applied across all states. These pest rabbits are also protected as long as the hunter is not licensed to hunt rabbits. Setting rabbit traps also contributes to quickly reducing the number of wild rabbits in Australia. Cage traps are placed throughout areas where wild rabbits live. With just a little bait like a few grains of corn or some green vegetables, the rabbit will be trapped. Wild rabbits are naturally attracted to grass and other green vegetation, but they also love roots, flowers, clover, fruits, nuts, and seeds. It's important that they eat a variety of these foods to get all the vitamins and minerals their bodies need. Depending on the size of the trap cage, Australian farmers can capture 1 to 3 rabbits in each cage. So after shooting and trapping, how will people handle wild rabbits? In the past, Australians still consumed wild rabbit meat and it became a source of food to relieve hunger during the years of economic crisis. Today, because research shows that rabbit meat has the potential to cause diseases in human health, wild rabbit meat no longer appears on Australian tables. Currently, only a small number of hunters process and eat wild rabbit meat. Most of them become food for other farm animals. Today's video ends here. How do you feel today? Please comment a lot below to let us know. Don't forget, click like, share, and subscribe to support the channel. For now, goodbye and see you again in the next videos.